What's up, YouTube world? And today is a crazy day, and I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why it's a crazy day is because everybody's kind of waking up or finding out that these banks are crashing, like failing out of thin air. I wonder why. Oh, let me explain. So basically, the First National Bank of Lindsay has failed, and the reason why they failed is because they were misreporting their numbers just to keep getting Fed money. So we were warning everybody like, hey, get out of these banks that that go to the Fed. Get out of them, because if there's no money, if they don't qualify to get any Fed money, then they're gonna fucking crash. And sure enough, the first domino right now, or at least the second bank of 2024 that failed, was the First National Bank of Lindsay. Now, the FDIC insurance, okay, they basically told everybody, look, we'll pay up to 50% of anybody that had their money in there, but anybody else, any other percent, we'll see if anybody buys the assets. Like, they don't got no money. They don't have no real money to back up the shit. So it's basically what everybody's realizing is the Fed is broke or bankrupt. They've been bankrupt since 2022, September, at least. When we told the press secretary, hey, press secretary, are we under a recession? Because the numbers show that we're in a recession right now. Oh, what's your definition of a recession? She literally blew over this shit, and other people that are not paying attention, they basically, the ones that call you crazy, you did your research, you show all this data, you're not crazy. I'm here to tell you, you're not crazy. So basically, FDIC was like, look, we could only cover up to the reason why we only can cover up to 50% is because 7 million is out of our reach. We can't cover all the shit. So they don't even have enough FDIC insured money to cover all the losses of this bank. Think about that. Now, this is one of the reasons why Biggums and Boss Blunts and all the economists that's on Twitter tweeting about this. This is the reason why, right? They were telling you get into a credit union, because credit unions don't have derivatives. They don't put their financial bank at risk the way that these other banks have been doing this entire time. So, protect yourself, people. That's all I got to say. If you're, you got to, once I get into my situation, I'm going to be switching some shit over, because I had to do some emergency shit. But once I'm in good mood, once I'm in good standing, I'm out of there, man. Goodbye. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you right now, we were right. Everybody that was telling y'all, hey man, get out these banks. I don't care if it's small or big. If they're associated with derivatives, or if they're associated, with these counterparties that the Fed is paying or trying to pay, bro, they're fucked. They're gonna get fucked, and they're getting fucked. They got fucked. It's and now you're fucked because you had your money in there. So this is why I don't believe anything Kamala says, because she's like, oh yeah, Goldman Sachs are the greatest economists and blah 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 blah. Whatever. And then this girl on CNN that was debating Kevin O'Leary about, oh, if Trump pressures and politicizes the Federal Reserve, that's going to cause more inflation. No, it's not. Like, you don't know what you're saying. You threw that in there, and she said Nomura, which is a short seller. But many people don't know that because they don't really follow what we saying. They're not following what we saying. We're saying basically these short sellers have ruined the economy that Trump literally gave y'all. They ruined it because they're running from meme stocks. Nobody wanted to listen. Nobody wanted to say, hey, let's put their theory to the test. Nobody's like, hey, let me question this. No, they're all fucking complicit. They're all complicit, and they don't want bank runs. That's all that is happening right now. They're propping the market. That's why everybody's like, oh yeah, the economy's great. Look at the S&P 500. Look at the Dow. Oh yeah, everything is great. Not realizing the Fed is pumping that shit through fumes. I don't know what fumes they got. They have no more gas. So basically, they're gonna blame, like I said, they're gonna blame the economy crashing on Trump. They're gonna blame him. They're gonna blame him, and the whole time he's fixing the economy. He's fixing it by pressuring the Federal Reserve and telling them, hey, stop printing the money like that, because you're going to make the crash even worse, because the Democrats have ignored everything. They're going on TV talking about, oh yeah, if Trump does this, it's going to cause more inflation, tariffs. And I'm like, bro, Kevin O'Leary is a billionaire that's working and doing business and executing in China. So who the fuck are you, a fucking journalist? I studied this, so I know. No one should take your fucking word. You had this annoying ass voice. I'm talking about this lady on CNN. This annoying ass lady talking about, oh, his tariffs are going to cause more inflation. They're going to charge us more. No, the fuck they're not. They're not going to. See, that's what you don't realize. True story. I'm going to say a few weeks ago, Trump has said, oh, John Deere, I heard they're going to be building plants in Mexico. I told them I'd give them 200% tariffs. But in reality, he was saying 50% tariffs. He said 10% ain't going to do it, but 50% tariffs will do it. Yeah. And so soon enough, John Deere, you know what they doing? They not building no fucking plant in fucking Mexico. They're building that bitch right here. They're staying right here in America. This is what Trump was talking about. This is what Trump was letting y'all know is, listen, these guys, these corporate goons that you guys keep defending, they're fucking robbing y'all. And then they tell you, oh, we're going to have no choice but to charge you more because Trump is giving us tariffs. Meanwhile, Biden's using the tariffs. He's using them. So tariffs can't be that bad, right? Oh, but it was bad when Trump did. It's bad when Trump does it, but it's not bad when Biden does it. Or bad if Kamala does it. Oh, but when Trump does it, it's bad. No, we found out y'all liars, bro. Y'all are just straight liars, and y'all propping the market, and then you're calling it great. How can you listen? Again, I dare the Federal Reserve to stop printing money every day. The moment they do that, the banks goes bye-bye. Okay? When the First National Bank of Lindsay misreported or lied about their numbers, okay, and it turns out they didn't have all the assets they was talking about, they failed. Goodbye. Now imagine the bank that gets told, hey, Trump ain't letting me spend no money today, so you out of gas today. Now they got to go out in the market and figure out how to make money. And if they don't make enough money, guess what's going to happen after that? Boom, bank crash, people's money in the bank. Everybody's blaming Trump, all because Trump did what he needed to do, which was fix the economy and make the economy in America more greater. This is why all of you are like, oh, the economy was great under Trump. The reason why is because he was pressuring the Federal Reserve. He was giving them hell. I looked on YouTube. He was giving them hell. Look it up. Trump, Federal Reserve, 2016 through whatever. You can look it up. He was giving them hell. Yeah, I think they're just spinning out of control. I'm getting on their fucking nerves. He made everybody have all eyes on them. And that's what's happening right now. Many people not realizing because they're too busy being biased. Your people that's out there that's voting for Kamala, black women, some black women, not all black women, but, some white women, some white dudes for Harris, all that type of shit. Kyle Kalinske, definitely, right? Not understanding these motherfuckers been lying to y'all. And shout out to Anna Kasparian, from the Young Turks. I see that she's waking up. Sink Uger, I mean, he kind of waking up, but not really. But, and shout out to Byron Daniels. Byron Daniels, I think you're fucking great, and I want to meet you one day and tell you what I've been seeing, what I've been experiencing. I saw that you had this debate with this one dude that was just using talking points that did not make any sense because they're just doing the blame game instead of actually coming with a solution. But the reason why I was telling everybody they can't come with a solution is because the moment they do, all of their bank friends are going bye-bye. Okay, we all just witnessed First National Bank of, Lindsay. That's out of here. It's out of here. So what do you do? What do you do, Democrats? You put Kamala Harris in, who's promising to ignore the Federal Reserve so that way the bank can still keep printing money that they don't have. Okay, printing money, making, devaluing the dollar. You want 4 more years of devaluing the dollar? Think about that. This is what black men have been researching while we try to tell our sisters this. Some of them don't want to listen. They don't understand the depths of economics that we've sat there and looked at because we are pressured to be the financial supporters and providers. So guess what that means? That means we're going to look and see how we can fix shit. and how we can make it work for everybody, not just us, but for everybody. But nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to listen. And then next thing you know, these dominoes are going to keep falling. And then everybody's going to be like, oh, but. No, fuck your bias, bruh. Fuck your bias. Don't sit here and make videos talking about, oh, black men, I can't believe you black men are going for Trump. Listen, you might know some other black dudes that don't know what's going on. All they know is they had money in their pocket and jobs that were hiring people. Because right now, jobs ain't really hiring. They really being penny pinching shit. Because they ain't no real fucking money out there. So when Trump gets in there, they realize, okay, I had more money, jobs were hiring more, all of that, because the Federal Reserve did not have to print all that money. Okay, jobs were making the money, everything was being more profitable, everything was here. Trump is making all these corporations that's going to other countries and basically trying to use child labor, okay, on all these banks, all these corporations. They're using child labor, then double taxing their own citizens. Hey, citizen, hey, you like this Mercedes Benz? Well, look, I just got it from China for 100, so you can get it for, I don't know, 75. You know what I mean? Or maybe 125, depending on how I feel. So they're just making up shit, especially on CNN. That one girl that was debating Kevin O'Leary, how you gonna debate Kevin O'Leary and he's actually in China as a businessman, a Canadian that's a multi-billionaire in America? How you gonna debate him? Kevin O'Leary been right, even though I don't agree with him and his FTX love. But other than that, Kevin O'Leary been right, man. He been right. We've been telling y'all. These banks are going to crash. These banks are fucking robbing y'all. These banks are fucking propping the market and telling you, oh yeah, look, the Dow was up, S&P 500's up. Yeah, everything's great. And then when Trump gets in office, pressure the Federal Reserve in 2025, good night. All the money coming back to American citizens. It is just like that. American citizens. Do you understand? This is why everything is the way it's going right now, because all the money is going not to American citizens. It is going towards migrants. It is going towards banks, and is also ending up in the hands of hedge funds that are short on meme stocks. You don't believe me? They just hashtag apes not leaving AMC. Every time you do that, you're gonna get a random ass account that literally demonize you, talk shit about you. These are hedge funds that are making threats online, fake accounts. We try to tell Elon, but one day we'll tell him. One day somebody's gonna tell him, like, hey man, these hedge funds is under fake accounts and like harassing actual retail investors that's bought the stock, and it is what it is, and hope you understand because you dealt with the same thing. But anyways, that's all I have for y'all today. I just wanted to let y'all know, hey, the bank crashed. They misreported numbers because they wanted to get Federal Reserve money. They couldn't get they couldn't get enough money because they probably didn't qualify through the reverse repos. Once they didn't have no money, they fucking crashed. So imagine the rest of the counterparties who don't have money. Okay? Just remember that. You don't have to believe me. And I want everybody, please, if you can, share this video to Anton Daniels of the Millionaire Morning Show. Share this video to Black Conservative. Share this video to the Cartier family. Share this video to anybody out there that actually understands the financial system of what's going on. I'm telling y'all right now, bro. These motherfuckers lying to y'all. And they all doing it under Kamala Harris, who says, I'm going to ignore the Federal Reserve. Whole time, she just helping these banks run on fumes. She not going to be able to afford her programs because ain't no motherfucking money. Ain't no reparations. Bruh, ain't no motherfucking reparations. That's why I can't vote for Jill Stein, even though I agree with what she's saying. I can't vote for Jill Stein because, understandably so, baby, I fuck with you. You feel me? But ain't no motherfucking money even do reparations. So if we do reparations right now, bro, ain't no fucking money to even do that. Okay? Ain't no fucking money to do that. Try that shit another 4-8 years when we making money. Okay? Then we'll have a discussion and see if see if we can do that. But right now we need Trump and that bitch to go in there and pressure the Federal Reserve, make them stop spending money with all these fuck ass banks, okay, and hedge funds, and that way we can fucking win again. Win. Make America ball again. You hear me? Yeah.